Well, I have yet another cheap gun that I'm gonna be using today. I haven't actually used it yet, but in my previous video I had compared the Harbor Freight professional gun to the Harbor Freight purple gun, about $50, about $10, and off Amazon I bought a Neiko tool. Had pretty good reviews, kind of mixed reviews on Amazon, mostly good. Could not find any YouTube videos on it, so I decided to go ahead and put one up in case anybody was considering this gun. A little unfair to compare all three, or I'm going to compare mostly the quality because there's a 1.7 that I'm going to use for sealer and primer. This is going to be what I'm using for my top coat, and I'm doing a single stay, so no clear. And this is what I had been using for the primer and sealer so far. It's a 1.4 tip, just like this one. There's a 1.7, and the purple gun I'm very satisfied with the job it did, except being a 1.4 with high build primer. If I let it rest for 5 minutes, it would clog up. So it was frustrating because then I had to take everything apart, clean it. Hopefully I will not have that problem with the 1.7, and I can pause my job and continue without having my gun clog up immediately. What I found is definitely much better than the purple gun. Not quite as nice as the professional gun. Also, the designs, you can see they're completely different. The purple gun and the professional gun, very similar designs. Okay, whereas this one is the Vilbliss, I guess is how you say it, knockoff. You can see how this part is not detachable where it is as this one. The fan control is here, whereas the fan control on this gun is here. And so you have the fan control, you have the volume control, or paint volume control, and you have the air volume control. Everything I've read says just leave this wide open, adjust your fan, and that's probably the best way to get a good paint job. Also adjust your pressure with a regulator, which the new gun, the Amazon gun, Neiko, brings a nice regulator. What I found with the purple gun and this gun is that about 28 to 30 psi is what I'm getting the best results with. We'll see with this one. And so far, two things, before I bought it, there were two things I read on the reviews that turned out to be very true with my gun, both things. One is, when you try to take this off, it is impossible. I started to do it, it's a 10 millimeter. I started to do it with a wrench, and no matter how much pressure I would put, it started to round off, so I immediately stopped. As you can see, this, a 12 point. I immediately stopped, got a 6-point socket, put it on there and I actually had to use a breaker bar, and I was able to get this off. It was actually rather difficult, and that's what I've read on the reviews. Some people give it bad reviews because they cannot dismantle the gun, and I understand. You can actually see it started to round off a little bit there. On the other video I did, somebody said, you press the button before you turn the trigger before you take this off, and so this time I'm doing it right. And even then, it was a little difficult to remove. But once you remove it once, then tighten it snug, and it's a good quality. Got your needle. The finish is very good. We'll have to see how it works. I'm gonna actually, after I'm done doing this part of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and mix some sealer. I have my a fender and a door ready to paint that I'm gonna do soon, and I'll add it on to the video. But otherwise, it looks like a real good gun. I'd say the quality is between the professional gun and the purple gun. Way nicer than the purple gun. Not quite as nice as the Harbor Freight professional gun. Alright, it comes with, this is very similar to this purple gun in the fact that it's brass, whereas this one's all aluminum. And it has 6 air passages in the front, and 2 there on the sides, whereas the purple gun only has 4 passages in the front and 1 on the sides. Again, 1.4. I ran some solvent through this one and tested the fan adjustment, and it works fine. That was one thing that somebody said their fan adjustment didn't work. Mine works great. The other thing that I saw on the reviews that mine had and easy fix was that bolt right there is loose, so people complain that it leaks. Somebody says, hey, it leaks. Yeah, this is loose. Tighten it, it won't leak. So mine was very loose. Tightened it, ran solvent through it, no leaks whatsoever. So looks like it's a pretty good gun. I'll be testing it here in a sec, and we'll go from there. Alright, I did that's the initial test on the gun. See a really good pattern right there. So I'm gonna go with that, and I'm gonna put my respirator on, so you probably won't hear me, but you can see. So I think I'm satisfied with that. I'm going to do this pan. Let's try this panel. Alright, that came out really good for a $34 gun. I'm doing it outside, it's just sealer. Not too concerned about the dust and the bugs, since I'll be putting some filler over that and then sanding that, and then the top coat I'll be in the booth I made. But I'm gonna go and do the door now, way up there, and probably shouldn't have my other car there. But so far so good. Alright, that's how the panel came out. Next I'm going to hit it with some high build primer, sand it down real well, block sand it, and then I'll give it the color coat, and that I'll do in my little booth that I built. That's, you can see on another video. I just did all this outside. It's just a little more convenient than since I'm doing the door on the car and this outside. It was just a little more convenient to do it outside the booth. I had taken the booth down. Now I have to put it back up together, so I can do the color probably tomorrow. But no runs, much better than the purple gun, but again kind of unfair because the purple gun not designed for sealer, not designed for primer. It's a 1.4 tip. This a 1.7. Kind of the right tool for the job. But for $38 on Amazon, free shipping if you have Prime, can't complain. It came out very nice, much better than I expected from reading some of the bad reviews on there. So very nice gun, well worth it.